Right guys, before we get into the video talking about the VOLTA news, obviously last night, Jake, thankfully Beeford Lancer broke to us some more VOLTA news through his contacts at EA being a game changer. The EA is aware that everyone wants online play with friends, but in the VOLTA, it will not be happening in the game to start at least, but they said they are always looking to improve it, and there's a lot that goes into this. Give them some time. Now, I'm sorry, I read this all last night. It's now the next day, that's how that works. I keep going about my day and just coming back to the thought process of a load of these developers and game engineers and all of these people that have the ideas for FIFA 20 sat around in a room probably towards the start of FIFA 18 planning FIFA 20, and they were talking about this VOLTA, bringing back FIFA Street for the big one in a year and a half, FIFA Street, the big game mode, and they didn't think to make it online with your friends. I'm sorry, it's obviously like head-to-head, right, basically, so you can play 1v1. I will be breaking more news on the VOLTA that I've had messaged to me by sources that seems pretty reliable on what's going to be in the VOLTA, and I haven't heard anyone else talk about this yet. It's 2019, 2020 that this game is in. They've created a game mode, FIFA Street, effectively, 5v5, 3v3, 4v4, and until the community hit them with this outrage, they didn't even think to make it so like me, you and your mate could play against another 3 people online. It was just me versus some other guy controlling the teams. That is f***ing worrying. I'm sorry, but what is going on? In the same breath, EA say people don't really enjoy linear games as much today as they did in the past, and you've got to cut the bridge when you realise you can't make a lot of money from something. I don't know what that sentence actually means, but the first bit saying like, you know, they're focused on it, and then EA is aware that everyone wants online play with friends. It will not be in the game to start. Basically, they didn't plan for it, and I just found it fucking hilarious. If you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you would have seen me just losing my mind to this last night when this news broke, and it was genuine. I couldn't stop laughing at it. I still cannot stop laughing at it. Oh my god, they've just like... I said this to someone, right? It's pretty much the only thing that needs to be in the VOLTA. The ability to play with friends against another team of people with their friends. Only thing. Nothing else really matters. Like, it's crazy. If you cannot play a game mode like that with your pals, what is the point? I'm sorry, I've dragged on. I'm hoping you find that as funny as I do. Just really think about it. It's ridiculous. We're going to get into the VOLTA news now. I've had some more information leaked to me, so if you do go on to enjoy this video, please do leave a like down below and subscribe. We're going for 72,000 subscribers this week on the channel. That's the aim. Hopefully we can make it happen. So we've had EA Play. We're a couple of days on. We know a little bit more about the VOLTA, but I have got a bit more information. Thank you to all of you guys who have been like shouting me out and saying, you know, well, the JCC called this, and tagging my videos on Twitter, and big creators bigger than me talking about VOLTA, and you know, you pointing them towards my channel. It really does help me out. So let's break down the VOLTA, everything that I know. More leaked information. So what I've been told today is that the VOLTA is the same game engine as FIFA. You know, it's not its own game engine. It's not a FIFA Street game engine. So basically what this means is it's going to be similar to FIFA normally, but obviously on a 4v4 or a 5v5 scale, and you can use the walls to play off of them, and there are a few little more skills, and the skills are more useful than they would be on an 11 versus 11 pitch. However, it's not the FIFA Street engine. It's not like Game Breaker style. I don't think you're going to be able to do like 60 skills in a row. I mean, I'm sure you can, but I don't think it's going to be what people think. I don't think it's necessarily FIFA Street is what I'm trying to get at, and that's what this guy's been telling me. So I'm obviously not going to give away the source like I don't do in the past before we knew all of this and we broke VOLTA to you guys early, but this is actually a separate source. It's not one of the trusted 3, but it's somebody who got in contact with me and said that he spoke to the developers, and obviously it's not like just some random guy. He seems legit. So the next thing, I don't know if I've heard people talk about, I've been a bit off the radar, but is squad battles in the VOLTA. You can actually play the VOLTA offline, at least what I'm being told here. Similar to Ultimate Team squad battles, pretty dead. Nobody really cares about that. Like I said at the start of the video, everyone just wants to play this with their mates. Obviously, the next game mode is online. Similar to Division Rivals, you can play like 5v5, 3v3, 4v4. A little bit annoying, of course. And now I am hearing as well that you can control either one player, like in the, let's say, be a pro career mode, or you can control the entire team. It's up to you. Now, I'm guessing that that doesn't work in online, and maybe that's just offline. I don't know, but that's what I'm hearing. So you can select to just be one of the players out there, or you can be all three. And the third part of this information he sent me is the story mode that's coming to the VOLTA. So basically the journey part 4. Nobody wants that. I mean, the fact that they did a story mode instead of 5v5 online, it's everything that it's just so stupid. So you've got division rivals, squad battles, and a story mode. That's what I'm hearing for now, at least that's going to be in the game, with the ability to control one of the players or to just select so you can control the entire team. EA have confirmed that at the launch of the game there won't be a co-op, but I think it's something that they're probably looking now to introduce, you know, in an update, maybe November, December, debate, like just before Christmas. I guarantee just before Christmas this drops, and it'll be like this whole thing to push Christmas sales for people who maybe didn't pick up the game in the first place. Watch this space. I bet you we're the first to tell you that as well. Bet you we're right. There's another feature with the VOLTA that this guy's told me about, and apparently it's like pink slip style. So like if I win, I can take one of your players. Now I don't know if that's offline, if that's online. I don't know if it's different game modes within the VOLTA, because there has been rumored to be game modes like Skill Shack. We spoke about that in another video. I'll put that in the top right hand corner. But for now, this guy's telling me that, you know, he's had this information firsthand from EA that there's like an ability to take a player from somebody else if you beat them. Now I don't know if you have to, like, you know, when you play a kickoff game and you have to like both agree it's a rival match or a seasons game and then you get double point. I don't know how that even works. Who cares? But maybe it's something like that. You have to both agree to it when you're going into the game. I think that would be pretty cool, to be honest. But like I said, for me, who's someone who wants to play it just with 2 other mates against another 3 people, pro club style, again, it doesn't really interest me that much. So to summarise, the VOLTA's looking like it's going to be a 3-mode game with a story mode similar to the Journey, division rivals, and squad battles, with the ability to take players from other people if you can do that online. I don't know, but that's the rumour that I'm hearing at the moment. And then you've got the ability to control one player out of your team against someone else, or the whole team. Now I'm assuming that it will either be I go in with one against someone else who goes in with one and that, but I just don't see how that's going to work, to be honest. I mean, it's a bit boring. The Be a Pro mode that, like, say, Beeford Lancer's channel is largely based around has so much potential, but has been stale for so long, in my opinion. Like, they have just ruined that. They've not added anything to it for so long. They could go down the Football Manager route with that game mode and make it kind of interesting, but it's just been the same thing since, I guess, literally I can remember, since like FIFA 11. I think that just before Christmas you're going to be seeing a massive influx of all this VOLTA coming to online 5v5 with your mates mode. I don't think this is collabing with pro clubs at all. In fact, I'm 99% sure now that there's nothing that crosses over between these game modes. What this does confirm to me, though, is, as I said to you for the last couple of weeks, before any of these trailers had broken and we've been leaking this information, I had been hearing about a seasons pass or a battle pass, a pro pass in the VOLTA or pro clubs. Now, that is something that somebody who has touched this game said was in there, but he said he didn't know where it was going, blah, 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 blah. This is coming to pro clubs now. I'm 99% sure. They've set a date, the end of July, to give us pro clubs information. That is the first time they have ever done that. I have never seen them even talk about pro clubs, so the fact that they're giving us early information about pro clubs leads me to believe this is going to be it. It's going to be a customizable battle pass for pro clubs players to use, download, which I think is really, really cool. They have to be careful though. It is hard to get excited. As Unity Bluefin says, you know, how can we get excited over this? So many issues within the mode have been just plagued and ruined for so long, and they've never fixed it. The overpowered containing, auto locks, animations, auto tackles. I mean, it doesn't even talk about the cam glitch. Everything like this that just gets completely ignored. If they bring a battle pass in, I'm worried they're going to take the celebrations we already have, the boots that are available to us on the catalogue already, the traits that we already have as an unlockable system in FIFA 19, put it all into a battle pass and throw a £5 price on it. And if that happens, it will be a joke. They need to add new things into this. Tattoos, all of these things that they could do with, just, you know what, we've gone over this a lot. Just copy NBA 2K, EA, please. They have it right. The model's there. We want a creative player mode or my player mode for pro clubs. And for seasons passes, I want at least 3 or 4 for the cycle of FIFA 20. I do not want to be seeing one FIFA pass for the whole cycle, and it's like, it takes somebody like me who plays a lot of clubs like a week to get to the top, and then that's it. That will just be brutal. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As I always do, I try to bring you the action and the leaks as soon as I can. We've had a pretty successful weekend, to be honest. I was so nervous around this trailer on Saturday morning. I woke up so nervous thinking, imagine if the sources that I've had for the last couple of months have been completely wrong. Because I would have been ridiculed. But you guys have been showing me mad support. We're back tonight live streaming some pro clubs. So if you love a bit of clubs, I'm excited to get back playing some of that to you guys. And subscribe if you're new here, because we are close to 72,000 subscribers. We're going to be pushing new VOLTA content out to you guys when I get it as soon as possible. We're ahead of the game as always. I just cannot believe, I cannot believe they didn't make this game online.